of my Duke and I podcast, and wherever you are in the world, I hope you're having a wonderful day. And if you're seeing the show for the first time and you like the show, please subscribe, like, and share, and hit the notification bell so when an episode comes out, you will be the first to know. Well, I must say, I've been significantly disappointed with so many leaks of Prince Harry's memoir, Spare. It's incredible how the publishing company and the bookstores in Spain made such an error because I wanted to be excited about reading everything in his book from front to back, but now it's like it spoiled everything for me because of that huge mistake, because everything that is in the book is just splattered in every publication that is out there, and I'm a little disappointed. I had so much hope and so much excitement, and I purchased my copy early, and now they have ruined it for me. It's just like a movie that you're going to see and somebody tells you everything about the movie. So you're just sitting there already, have heard or seen everything, and it's just not going to be the same. And I'm really disappointed. But I will still read it. My copy is coming on Wednesday, but I will still read it. And I guess there are some other things in there that are not sensational as the things that the press, extracted. That to me will be valuable because I always like reading everything about Harry and Meghan, anyways. But I just wish it didn't go down like that. And I'm sure a lot of people are thinking the same way as well. And I would talk about all the different things that the press has listed, but I don't think it's fair to anybody who has bought the book and is waiting to read it. I do not want to spoil it for you, so I'm not going to go into details about what is out there. I want you to enjoy reading the book, just like, let it be a surprise to you. Whoever hasn't, heard or seen anything thus far that is in the book. One of the things that I think that makes me think that Harry knows Sussex Squad is that he was able to refer to it. Oh my goodness, Harry is something else. Harry was talking about William's bald head. Harry, that is a page taken straight from Sussex Squad. That Harry said that William used to look like Diana, and now looking at his hair the way it was shocking to him. Oh my goodness, guys, excuse me, it was shocking to him. I myself, I shouldn't be complaining about bald hair because look at my hair. I hardly have any hair in my head. So I'm the last person to talk about bald head. But it was just funny that Harry said, you know what, let me see what I'm going to get from Sussex Squad to throw it in there. And he threw that little piece in there. I thought that was really funny. So I tell you, Meghan and Harry knows the Sussex Squad. They know us. They know what we're talking about. It's Baldy, Baldy William. So that was really funny. But anyways, with all the kidding that I'm doing, there were some things in there that I felt like also that the Sussex Squad had confirmed about the relationship between the brothers and Meghan and Kate, because it appears as though from the get-go that Kate realized that Meghan was going to be a threat to her. She was going to have to share the spotlight with another woman, and potentially that woman was going to get more attention than her. So she started acting like a spoiled brat from day one. It's just incredible what Meghan went through in that palace, in that family. And I'm so happy that they had the good sense to get out of there despite of what the world had to say. They made a decision that was going to make them happy, and they made that decision regardless of what people had to say. And you must be proud of a couple like that, that you know, look at themselves first, choose themselves first, because there's a saying, the first law of nature is thyself. And you cannot help the world if you yourself needs help. So you have to fix yourself, and then you can help the world. So I'm really, really proud that they were able to make that brave decision, because in reality, that palace was a toxic place. Brothers fighting, with each other, and then Meghan and Kate, you know, not getting along. And I feel like Kate is an opportunity missed on her part, because here Meghan is very smart, very knowledgeable. They could have worked together and they could have done great things. But instead, jealousy, which is a very ugly thing, which can destroy people. Cain and Abel, perfect example, of how jealousy has ruined relationships. And Me- Megan could have Megan and Kate could have been girlfriends. When you have your good girlfriend, you go out to the store, you go on vacation, you go, you do things together. And I felt like that was a missed opportunity, that Kate let go, because she wanted to be like she wanted all the spotlight to be on her. And one of the other things that I concluded, without giving anything away, is that Harry truly and truly loved William. He really looked up to William, because he said when William got married, when William and Kate looked serious and they were about to get married, he thought he was losing his brother. Who would he now be going to? Because now William has to tend to Kate. That's his Kate is going to be his companion, and you could see that was a big loss for Harry. And that is the reason why I do not understand why William did not, be a better big brother to Harry, seeing how, close they were, and how Harry loved him. How could William allow his brother to be treated like that, or to treat his brother like that? I don't get it. How he allowed the press to disrespect Harry's wife and cause Harry so much pain. And most of Harry's fight for the past 6 years has been fighting for his wife, fighting for the dignity and the respect for his wife, and for people to leave his wife alone. And all of that was piled on by William, whom Harry loved tremendously and had a tremendous respect for. Countless time I saw that Harry referred to William for feedback or for his opinion on things. You must love somebody for you to be calling them all the time and asking them what they think about that. So I know Harry looked up to him. I know Harry loved him dearly. And I can imagine the hurt that Harry feels, how betrayed he feels by William. Because if you love somebody and you've always the person, you tell them all your secrets, you're confident, and all of a sudden they throw you underneath the bus, you must feel betrayed and hurt. And we're seeing all of the things that Harry laid bare in his book is because of what William did to him and what his family, Charles, and the rest of the family did to Harry. They did not raise Harry. It appears that Harry was being raised by strangers, nannies, and there was no interaction or no paternal interaction. And this is what we're seeing. This is why this two brothers and this family, there's so much dysfunction in this family, because Charles did not do a good job. Charles was never a paternal man. He was never into his children. He was always into money. He was a lover of money, into power, waiting to be king, and into Camilla. If you ask me, I would say Charles loved Camilla more than he loved his own children. It's incredible. I mean to say right now that he's married to Camilla, I mean to say based on the Bible, she comes first, right? But when they were not married, when they were courting each other, I personally think that Charles had loved Camilla much more than he loved his own children. It is sad that Harry had to go through life in a place that had everything to their disposal, and yet he was suffering. He was suffering because he didn't have his mother and he didn't have his father. And it seems like in that palace, it's a dog eat dog world. If you don't eat them, they're going to eat you, and that's how it is. It's like the Game of Thrones in that palace. It's just very sad, and I will reiterate this again. When we see people living in their fairy tale, or what appears to be a fairy tale, we have to be careful with coveting what we see others have, because we don't know how they got it. We don't know what is going on behind closed doors. And we have to be grateful for the little that we have and the lives that we have. That is what I have taken away from all of this, because behind those palace walls was nothing more than chaos. It was everything painful behind that palace wall. And it seems like there's a lot of hurt people behind that palace wall. And these people need therapy. But another thing again that I had seen in a previous article a while back, when Harry wanted to reconcile, and it was true, Harry has been trying to reach out to his family. When he wanted to reconcile, they scoffed at it, they laughed at it. I remember they saying that Camilla was drinking tea and she spurted the tea out of her mouth because she laughed at the whole idea of bringing in somebody to sort out the differences. And they're going to need that in that royal family. They truly need help. You can really see money cannot buy you happiness. It can solve some problems, but it cannot buy you happiness. And that is what was going on in that royal family. A lot of unhappiness with everything at their disposal. There was a lot of unhappiness, and it trickled down to when Meghan came into that family. She absorbed some of the unhappiness that was there. People's frustrations were directed at her. Whatever that was irking them, they put it onto her. And I could imagine how miserable life was in that palace. That's why I say, never ever think that the grass is greener on the other side. When Meghan got into that family, a lot of people was celebrating, a lot of people was happy, but they had no idea the nightmare and the mess that Megan had entered. It's just, it makes you think. It definitely does make you think. Anyways, guys, I plan on, we're still on for Sunday. I'm going to put up a post for the time on Sunday that we're going to watch the ITV interview. No, not the ITV interview, the Anderson Cooper interview. Because on ITV they said, and I got that for some people who wanted to be able to stream the Tom Bradby interview. So that interview on ITV, if you're in England, you will be able to see it at 9 p.m. local time on Sunday, January 8th in England. However, if you're not in England, there is a streaming site and it is called ITVX, and you can watch it there streaming. But they said here, if you want to tune in into Harry's ITV interview from the US, you're going to need access to a VPN because ITV's content is geo-restricted to the United Kingdom, which means that it can only be seen in the United Kingdom. So the VPN is a whole thing. I don't know if it's something that you put on your computer or you have to, it's an app or something. I'm not too sure of it. I remember one time trying to put it on my computer because I wanted to see something in England and it didn't work for me for some reason. But some people out there probably, are familiar with it and can, have done it in the past. So if you have, maybe you could put it in the comments of how you went about it so that people who are not in England can see that interview, because we won't be able to see it if we're in the United States without this VPN. But we will be able to see Anderson Cooper's interview on 60 Minutes. Yes, it's going to be in 60 Minutes, and it's going to be on the 8th. And, I think they have the football on Sunday, and after the football, it's 60 Minutes on Sunday. And I think 60 Minutes comes on at 8 o'clock. If I'm wrong, please correct me. Okay, so on Sunday, January 8th, we will be able to see the Anderson Cooper and Prince Harry's interview on 60 Minutes. And it comes right after the football. I think what we're going to do, I'm planning to do, is to start off at around 7:30, and just in case if the football finishes early and they start right after the football. So it's sort of like gauging, because normally sometimes the football goes on and then 60 Minutes comes on. Now, I also heard about 2 other interviews that Harry has lined up as well. So Harry will be on Stephen Colbert's Late Show, or Late Show on January 10th, and that show comes on at 11:35 and 10:35 Central Time. So that is Tuesday, January 10th. So you could watch that interview there. Harry's going to be a guest on his show. And then there's the other one with ABC's Good Morning America, and that's going to be with Michael Strahan. And it's on Monday, January 9th, and the show is between 7 and 9 a.m. And they said a half-hour special will stream on Monday, on January 9th on ABC News Live at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time and 9:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And they're also going to stream it on Hulu as well. And Hulu is one of those subscription, I think, channel that is associated with ABC. So you could watch that there as well. So there's a lot of channels or mediums or ways that you could watch those interviews, with the exception of the ITV interview, which you will need this app on your computer or your phone or whatever. And I'm sure you guys will figure it out, just that I haven't figured it out yet. When you guys figure it out, let us know in the chat so that everybody has that information available to them. Okay, and yes, it's just a lot. Waiting for my book. It's gonna come on Wednesday. By then, a lot of people would have already have it, but I'm looking forward to it. I'm just disappointed in some sense that it was leaked, and there's so much of it out there. So it just takes away the excitement. It just takes that away. But I will have it and I'll be able to display it. By the way, guys, I used to be in my studio. When I got COVID, I left my studio and I made this little setup here in my bedroom. So I'm right here in my bedroom, and this is my new setup. It's easy for me because I have access to all my things as opposed to going up to my studio in my den. So this is now my new setup, if in case you guys were curious as to what is going on. Okay, bye and take care. Nice talking to you all. Take care.